Hey everyone, Wolvermonkey here, and as you see we're playing Warlord again. This time with our 1200 point armies. We decided to up it a little, see how that worked out. Phil still has Elves, I'm still running Necropolis. This is our battlefield for today. The last one was pretty open, lots of room to maneuver, lots of open areas for shots and spells to go off. So I thought I'd make this one more complicated. And it's basically like a ruined temple in a valley. That's why there's all the hills and the rocks and whatnot. So it's the same size tables we were before, same size board. But lots of terrain, lots of places to hide, lots of stuff to screw up your spells and your shots and get in people's way for charging and everything. So this one I think we're going to have to think a little bit more about where we're putting our guys at. So just more challenging to play, I think, with terrain. We're going to do something different this time. We're going to actually, one of our subscribers asked to see a better view of the miniatures. So we're going to like intro our guys. You're going to get to see who we got and what units, how we formed up the units and whatnot. Me and Phil both do use proxies. They're not all Reaper miniatures, but an elf with a sword is an elf with a sword, the way we look at it. So we'll start off with Phil's elves. And Phil's going to have to talk loud so you guys can hear him.
Okay, so over here we have the giant eagle, which is actually a giant owl now. It's a D&D miniature. Yep. And this unit is Beldrenar, the monk.
Okay.
And here we have 5 Death Seekers, led by our niece, the Death Seeker. And Mossbeard is back. And in this unit we have 4 Veil Warriors and 3 Veil Archers led by Selwyn. And the main unit we have the Warlord is Larnak, with Carwyn, Lisette, 4 Veil Warriors and 3 Veil Archers. And we also have a Luckstone.
That's the 200 points for him. And then on this side, we have, of course, my Grave Horror, because he's just too much fun. Aissa, the Ghost. This unit is led by Elizabeth Briarkiss. It's not the miniature for it. This is a Celtos miniature, but I thought it looked nice. I do have the real Ostrich figure this time, finished. This guy is a Mage Knight miniature. He's subbing in for Vanderast. These are Mage Knight guys subbing in for Chattel for the vampires, and 4 Skeleton Archers. Out of that whole unit, I have 1 Reaper miniature. And led off by Mondane, which is also a Mage Knight miniature. Navarre the Wraith. This is Naomi, Mistress of Wings or Bats. Again, another Mage Knight miniature. 2 Ghouls, and this time I do have Ghouls, but they're not Reapers. They're made the plastic ones from Warlord games. I got 2 guys free with the Game Trade magazine, so there they are. Him and him. And then 3 Skeleton Archers. And then for the extra points, I added a 5-man team of burrowing zombies. These are Celtos miniatures also. They're called Flesh Eaters from the Celtos range. But they look pretty cool looking zombies, I think. And then I spent my last 10 points on a phylactery. That's a hard word to say. So that's where we're at for our armies. That's our 1,200 points and the battlefield. So we're going to do our deployment now and turn 1. We'll do them both, and then we'll talk to you guys at the end of turn 1. Hi everyone. So see you at the end of turn 1. We just finished deployment. We use the deploy deck and our rangers if we have them moved up. So we're starting off the game as such. The dice represent burrowed guys. That one's the Grave Horror. And as you go across the board, you'll see the zombies on the other side. Mondane's unit, Elizabeth's unit, the Ghost, and the zombies. And then the Elves are starting off. 1 unit is up on the hill. There's Treebeard. These guys had Rangers, so they already took their extra move before the actual game. Rangers, you deploy as normal, and then after everybody's deployed, you move your Ranger number up. So if you have Ranger/5, you get to move 5 inches up if you want to before before the battle actually starts. So Phil went ahead and moved his Death Seekers are all have Rangers, so that whole unit moved up. There's the Eagle, or Owl in this case, and then there's the Warlord party and the Monk. So that's where everybody's starting off at. We were going to just do the first turn, but we figured at least this way you guys can see where everybody starts off at before we start moving people and losing people. So, okay, now we'll see end of turn 1, and it's taken a little while. It's totally different with all this terrain on here. It's a bit of a pain in the ass, but so far it's making things like we thought more interesting. I got the first 2 draws on the deck. So the first thing I did was I had Aisa, she cast Summon Spectral Minions. She got 3, and then she moved up to here from where she was. The second activation I got, so I moved the Burrowing Zombies from over there to, they're on the other side of here, but they're still underground. And then it was all Phil. So what did you do?
I moved Mossbeard up because I realized that he couldn't fit through there. That sucked. So he's moving around. The Death Seekers moved up here in the cover. Then the main unit with the Warlord moved up here and took shots at the 2 archers that were here.
Skeleton archers, and they killed them.
Okay, and then the Monk moved up. And this back unit, the archers moved up first and fired, or went to fire at these 2 archers.
But they were out of range.
So out of range. And the warriors moved up in front. And the owl basically just hopped up a little bit.
He moved up too.
And
that was your. And then I got the last couple activations because Phil was done. He got all his activations in like one row, so it kind of sucked for him.
Yeah, it did suck.
I moved the Grave Horrors over here now. Mondane's group moved over. Mondane summoned Spectral Minions, and he got as high as he can get, which is only 4 guys. Let's see. She cast Barrage on my 1 remaining archer for that group, and he took a shot at her and made it, and that's a 3-inch area effect, so everybody, that's what the dice signified, that they have 1 hit, as Elves have 2 life bars, so they all have 1. And then that was it for Mondane's group. I had the ghosts run forward, and these guys just kind of moved over here off to the side. So that's all we did so far for turn 1. Alrighty, when we just cut the deck, shuffled the cards and cut the deck, and we're ready to start on turn 2. So see you at the end of turn 2. Yeah.
We think.
Yeah, it was turn 2. So on the draw deck, I got the first 3 activations. So what we did is the first activation, move the Grave Horror up, so he's still burrowed. The second activation, I activated Mondane's unit. Everybody moved up. He casts Hailstones. Hailstones on an archer chick that was here.
Killed 2 archers, right?
Well, he wounded. The Hailstones only does 1.
Okay.
So he put a wound on an archer, and her. That's what the little dice are for. Then... Shit, what did she cast?
Mind Blast on Larnak.
Yeah, she tried a Mind Blast on Larnak and it didn't work. I failed my roll. Then... How did I kill your guys then?
Oh, well, they were already wounded, remember? From the barrage. So
oh, that's right, that's right.
They had a hailstone.
That's what I forgot. Yeah. They already had the wounds from the barrage, from the turn 1 archer. So when he cast the hailstones, they each took she saved, but the other two took one, so they both died. And I rolled and got a zombie. So there was a zombie there for a short time. And that's it with these guys. They pretty much just moved up. The third activation, I got it again, so I activated this unit. I just moved them up and over, moved the ghosts out, moved everybody up. Then the fourth activation was Phil.
So when I finally got to go, Larnak used Barrage on one of the archers, on Carowin, and she fired in and did a wound to these three.
Yeah, they each have one. The Ghoul,
and killed
Mondane, and Elizabeth.
Killed two ghosts.
Not Elizabeth, Naomi, yeah, and flat out killed two of the summoned spirits.
Yeah, and Lisette cast Barrage on the archer that was alive, and he missed.
Yeah.
So he was firing a indirect shot at Mundane.
Yeah.
And missed.
And you had one. This guy did a swift attack on the zombie, and then
killed it and moved there.
Right.
And then they kind of just repositioned.
Then it was my draw again.
Yeah, it was the rest of your turns, right?
Yeah, and all that was moving. The burrowing zombies moved up, so you can see the die over there. And the last person I had to do was Aisa. She moved from here to there, and cast Rigor Mortis on. What's his name again? Mossbeard. I was thinking Treebeard, but that's wrong. Wrong book. But that's Mossbeard. So she cast Rigor Mortis on him, and it went. So he's held. So he can't move or anything. It usually does 1 point of damage, but he's got damage reduction on him. So he didn't take any damage. He just stuck. And then the rest of the activations were Phil's, because I was done.
Yeah, and Mossbeard, because he was stuck, is still there. These guys moved up. Really no action here. The Death Seekers moved up. Then the monk moved from here up, obviously.
Yeah.
And I underestimated the move, so I went to charge. The ghost didn't make it, so I had to finish my charge action to get into melee, but couldn't attack. So
that was the last thing. So that's it for the end of turn 2. So far I've got 2 dead elves, and Phil has 2 dead skeleton archers and 2 summoned minions, 2 spectral minions. So not a lot of dead yet, but things are getting, as you can see, starting to get pretty tight on the board for room and space. So it should be an interesting turn 3 and 4. And we're going to finish this up on Monday, because Phil's got to get home and get to work tomorrow. And he's coming over Monday. We'll finish it up now. So on Monday. So that's it for now, guys. See you on the end of turn 3 on... Hey everyone, welcome back to the end of turn 3. And from now on we're going to start taking notes, because it got really, really crazy busy. So Phil pulled the first activation, so go ahead and tell him what happened.
Okay, so when I pulled the first one, we had the Grave Horror here, and I was kind of worried about it. So Larnak cast Teleport on the Grave Horror and moved it up to here. At the same time, Lisette cast Mirror Image on Carowin, which was there, to make a duplicate of herself. The other archers and those 2 fired into
Mondane's unit.
They killed
a ghost.
A ghost and a ghoul.
A ghost and a ghoul.
And wounded.
And Mondane got 2 wounds on him so far.
Then the warriors had moved up to shield them. Then it was your activation?
Yeah, I got the next activation, and what I did is I brought the Grave Horror went back underground and charged Lisette, the magic user, and killed her. And then the next activation, I got the third activation was me, so I activated Mondane's unit. Let's see, what else? That was a lot. Well, she was here. She cast a Mind Blast against your monk.
Yeah, Baildrenar.
Yeah, and hit him for 2. Mondane cast a Chain Lightning at a warrior, and that tagged 5, so it killed 2 guys.
Carowin.
Killed Carowin and a regular guy.
Yeah.
And then wounded these other 3. That's why they have the not him. Wounded that one and that one. Then rolled to see if we got any zombies, and I actually made 2, so we got 2 zombies there for that. Let's see. The archers couldn't hit anybody, if I remember right. No, they took a shot at the one warrior.
Yeah, they killed the one. Or did they?
Did they kill him or miss? I don't remember.
I think they missed.
They missed.
The ghoul killed him.
Yeah, the ghoul rushed up and killed him. And then let's see. I pulled Mondane back. Pulled her back. The ghost went up to shield. Yeah, because he rapid fired. That's right. And that's why he missed.
That's true. Yeah.
The archer rapid fired that warrior and he missed.
Yep.
That's why. Okay. I knew somebody took a shot at him. All right. So that was it for their activation. Then you got it again.
Yeah. With mine, I went with the Death Seekers, which were here. They were gonna attack the Grave Hoarder. That's why I teleported them out. With him gone, they moved around, charged into the skeletons that were there, the archers.
Yeah, there's 2 skeleton archers there.
Yeah, and they killed those 2, and 2 of them split off and attacked.
Oh, that's right. Navarre, the Wraith, he had gone up here and charged and attacked a Veil warrior and killed him.
That's right, yeah.
And then Phil had 2 of his Veil archers come in and charge Navarre.
Death Seekers.
Death Seekers.
Yeah, so they charged in. Navarre did 2 damage to him, I believe.
Yeah,
he was still alive.
Yeah, he was still up, and he wounded 1.
Yeah, and he wounded 1 of them. And then that was the Death Seekers. Then it was
my turn again.
Your turn.
My activation. I activated the Elizabeth's unit. The archers moved over here. They charged in on the Death Seekers, and the 3 ghosts that were here, one was already at base with the eagle, or the owl. The other 2 moved in to attack the owl. They managed 3 wounds.
3 wounds.
3 wounds on the owl, and in response, he whacked all 3 ghosts.
Yeah, he split 1 attack on each ghost. And
they're really easy to kill, and he's really tough, so he killed the ghosts. Vanderast frenzied and killed the Veil warrior. Ostrich frenzied and missed all. And she attacked and killed her Veil warrior and then fed because she was wounded. I keep calling them Veil warriors. Yeah, Death Seekers.
Sorry.
Death Seekers. So she attacked the Death Seeker and fed, so she healed up. The chattel just moved up to here. That was it for that unit. And then
it was your ghost.
Was it the ghost? Yeah, the ghost went next.
She came in and.
Okay, yeah. Aisha the ghost was over here. She came in and charged the owl. Tagged him for 2, and he tagged her back. So they killed each other. So the owl and the ghost are gone. Then the zombies went. The burrowing zombies popped up and charged the tree. I was only able to get 2 within base to base. They didn't do any damage to him. He killed 1 and was supposed to kill the other guy, but he made his tough roll. So he's still in at his last one. And then it was Phil's turn. He got the last 2?
3.
Last 3. I think about Beldinar. Want to do him first?
Yeah, Beldinar was here. So Beldinar charged Navarre and frenzied.
He killed Navarre.
And got him with the assassin. He didn't get to attack back.
Right.
So then it moved up to the Mossbeard. And Mossbeard attacked, since he was already in base to base, he attacked one of the...
he attacked the zombie that made his tough roll.
And he made his tough roll.
Yeah, he killed the zombie, but the zombie made his tough roll again.
So he's back again.
So they're right where they left off.
And actually here, the Veil Warriors came up here. This Veil Warrior actually charged Aisa, because remember, she didn't actually die.
Oh, that's
from
right,
the owl.
she didn't die from the owl.
Yeah, she took 1 hit. The Veil Warrior did a swift attack, killed her, took a wound, and moved off.
That's right, I forgot about that.
Yeah, and then the archers behind Carowin and her archers, or Selwyn came up, and they fired into here.
They killed 1 chattel and missed her.
Missed her, I believe.
Yeah, that was it. And then the 1 archer back there took a shot at the zombie in the corner.
Yeah.
And missed.
And missed.
So that's the end of turn 3. This is a tough one, man. That turn 3 just took us like, what,
A long time?
Yeah, a very, very long time. So, excellent game so far. We'll see you guys at the end of turn 4. And, let's see, I got activation first. So the Grave Horror was here, charged Larnak here, and smacked him around for 3. But did not kill him. And then I got the next activation, which was Mondane's unit. He moved up here out of the way. She moved down here. The one archer that they had left with that unit, he moved here. The ghoul and the ghost had both moved here where the monk was. Belginar was here. And there was 2 Death Seekers here also. One with a wound. And there was a warrior, Veil Warrior here also. So, he shot the wounded Death Seeker, killed him. The zombie and the Veil Warrior fought. The Veil Warrior went down. The ghoul and the ghost attacked Belginar. Belginar wounded the ghoul, if I remember right, and then he killed the ghost. And then she cast a 0-point spell at a Death Seeker that was here and caused 1 point of damage. And Mondane cast, I can't remember, Life Drain on the Veil Warrior that was here, who was wounded from when he attacked Asa. So the Veil Warrior died and he got 1 of his life back. And then it went to Phil.
And I activated the Death Seekers.
Yeah.
And Arnis attacked Ostrich. They missed each other.
Yeah, they both totally missed each other.
He attacked
Elizabeth.
Yeah. And I believe he wounded her.
Yeah.
And the 2 Death Seekers that were here, one of them attacked the ghoul and finished it.
Right.
That was wounded. The other one...
The one died when the archer shot it. So
I only had 1 there. So that was the Death Seekers. Then it went back to you, I believe.
Was it me next? Okay, yeah. And then after that I had the zombies. From here they underground charged the 2 archers here. Didn't your... No, your archers went before my zombies. Because remember, they moved up to shoot at these guys. That's how she died.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
So I did activate that back unit.
Yeah.
They moved up, someone did an indirect shot into
the
zombie that wouldn't die.
And finally killed him.
And it killed him. These guys moved up. He fired at Elizabeth and killed her?
Yeah, she's not here.
Yeah, so he killed her. I believe they took another shot at the zombies back there.
Yeah, one of the archers took 2 shots at a zombie.
Yeah, and
nothing happened.
Nothing happened there.
Right. That's why he's still standing there.
Yeah, and then they moved up.
And the 2 warriors moved up.
Yeah, and these 2 warriors moved here, and that was it for them.
Yeah, then the zombies.
Oh, actually, one had moved.
Oh, that's right. He did a drive
up. Yeah, swift attack.
It was Vanderast.
Vanderast?
That's who was there.
Yeah. And killed Vanderast.
No, he's still standing there.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Put a wound on him.
That's right. He moved away.
Yeah.
Okay, so it did a swift attack through Vanderast, took a wound, so he's there.
They exchanged wounds. Then the zombies went. Yeah, then the burrowing zombies charged the archers. Did Selwyn got hit?
Yeah, someone took 1 wound.
Yeah, and she gave 1 wound to one of the zombies. And the other zombie attacked the archer, and nothing happened.
And he did a defensive strike and wounded that zombie.
Yeah, and he made his tough roll.
Yeah, they've been making a lot of tough rolls.
Yeah, the burrowing zombies are making great tough rolls. And then after the zombies went, did Mossbeard go?
Yeah, I believe Mossbeard went, so he was back there. Now with the zombies gone, he moved around over the wall. Charged into that one.
Killed it,
and obviously it made a tough roll.
Right.
So.
And then the last unit to go for you was Larnak.
Yeah, Larnak was in battle with the
Grave
Horror and thought that was a bad idea. So he teleported out to there. And the Veil Warrior here which was the only other unit left, meleeed that and killed it, but it made its tough roll.
Tough roll, right.
That's the theme.
And it missed on its defensive strikes.
Yeah, so
that's the end of turn 4, where we're at right now. This is tough. Adding all the terrain makes it really, really challenging, I think.
Yeah, there's not a lot of ranged attacks or magic that's, at distance, obviously.
Yeah,
there's a lot more strategy.
Okay, guys, we'll see you at the end of turn 5. Alright, Phil got the first draw, and I used my remaining spy ability to bump his card. So he put his card off to the side, we draw the next card, and I got the activation, so it worked out for me. And I activated the vampire unit. As you remember, we had 2 vampires left and 2 archers. So, let's see. Vanderast attacked the Deathseeker, and basically they killed each other. He killed him, and then he got him back with his defensive strike. So that was that one. He attacked our niece. He wounded her, but didn't kill her. Yeah. The skeleton, he rapid fired that archer there, causing 1 wound. There was a Veil Warrior right here with 1 wound, and this skeleton rapid fired him and managed to cause 1 wound, so he was dead. That was it for that unit. Then Phil got to take his activation, and he activated...
Yeah, we went with the Deathseekers that were here.
Mm-hmm.
Our niece attacked Ostrich.
Yeah.
And I believe he killed her on the defensive strikes.
Yeah.
So, she did wound him, I believe.
Yeah.
The other Deathseeker, yeah, they had already killed each other, so that was it for them.
That was back to me, because that's all you had left was her.
I believe so.
Yeah. Then the next unit I went with was Mondane's unit. Let's see. What did he shoot? No, he's the one that shot at that guy. He shot at that elf. Who the hell did he shoot at? I know he rapid fired somebody. I know he did.
Was there a Deathseeker there?
There might have been. He might have shot at a Deathseeker.
They'll probably see it on the video.
Yeah. It's getting late, and
yeah.
It's taking us a long time to do our turn, so by the time we get to do the video, we kind of forget. We're going to start taking notes for the next game, so we remember better. But anyway, this guy here took a couple shots and wounded that elf. Okay? That's how that happened. The zombie that was here fighting the Veil Warrior, they finally killed each other. One attacked and the other one defensive strikes, and they killed each other basically. So that's what happened with that one. She soul siphoned the other zombie that was here to get 2 spell points, and then she cast a Mind Blast against Mossbeard. So that did 2 points of damage, but his damage reduction, it didn't hurt him. But at least it took away his damage reduction. Then Mondane moved down here, and he did Necromantic Surge on Ostrich, which healed him up for 1. Then at the beginning of his next activation, he gets a Regeneration 5 roll. And then it was Phil again, and you went with your warriors?
Yeah, the Selwyn unit here. The 2, I believe there were 2 Veil Warriors.
Yeah, they were
here. Yeah, so he moved up. Actually, both of them moved up to attack Ostrich.
That's right. One of them was wounded already.
Yeah, and they did get a hit on Ostrich, but he killed the one in defensive strikes.
Yeah,
so.
he killed the wounded one.
Yeah, so we have that left. Selwyn moved up. He moved up, and she moved here in a cover with the intention of firing at Ostrich.
Well, they moved up. They were there last turn, because that's why they rapid fired.
Oh yeah, that's right. I'm sorry. Yeah.
Those 2 stayed.
That's right. These 2 actually had to.
No.
Yeah, one of them.
This one and this one stayed.
Okay.
She moved up, and he moved over here.
Yeah, what it was these 2 had to disengage from
right
from battle with the
zombies.
So Yeah, he moved
They made
up.
their discipline checks and they disengaged.
Yeah, and I tried to get her in range too. Unfortunately,
she was in range, but not within LOS. The corner of the building cut her off.
Okay, and then so she could not fire. He moved here and fired back at one of the zombies and killed it.
At the wounded zombie and killed it.
Yeah, so that was that round.
And these two guys, they took shots at
Ostrich, yeah. Ostrich. And they wounded him once.
Right.
So.
And.
But he will not die. So it's frustrating.
Then it was. Let's see. You again. That would be Larnak.
Yeah, Larnak was here, somewhere in here from that teleport. He moved around.
And cast Bolt. At the zombie that was here fighting your tree.
Yeah.
The wounded zombie.
Yeah, I was hoping to clear him out so the tree could move up. And he did kill it, but it made, guess what, its toughness.
So. Yeah, it made its tough roll, so it stayed in. So then your tree went.
So then the tree beard killed him and then charged into him. So.
And then the last two activations were mine. The zombie attacked Treebeard and caused
2 wounds.
2 wounds on Treebeard. And then the activated last was the Grave Horde that was here, and he's burrowing again, and he's right here right now. So that's the end of turn 5. I hope we're not sounding too confusing. It's taken us a long time to do the turns because we really have to think a lot, and we're bullshitting a lot too. So by the time we get done with the turn, we have like, what did we do? So hopefully the video will all come out and you guys can make sense of it. So next time we're definitely going to take notes though. So it'll be gooder next time. Okay guys, end of turn 6. Phil got the first draw. So what did you do, Phil?
The archer unit went, Selwyn's unit went. So they pretty much were trying to kill Ostrich, over here still. So one of the archers did move here to attack the
one
grave zombie. Yeah, and he did hit him once, so he put a wound on him. Selwyn did indirect shot at Ostrich. She did hit him once.
Right.
These two both missed Ostrich.
Rapid fire.
Yeah, rapid fire missed both.
And then you had a warrior.
The Veil Warrior attacked Ostrich, missed, and got killed.
Yeah.
So the whole kill Ostrich thing didn't work very well.
Actually, didn't Ostrich miss him and Ostrich killed him on his turn?
Yeah, that's right.
Okay. Yeah, because the Veil Warrior attacked Ostrich and missed, and then Ostrich got his defensive strikes and missed also.
Yeah. So next was
yours. You got red again.
Mine.
That would be.
Yeah, Larnak did another bolt and
to the last burrowing zombie.
Yeah, that the archer had shot, and that killed him.
That finally killed him.
So that was his turn.
And then after that, it was mine. And that's when Ostrich's unit went, and he meleeed the wounded Veil Warrior, killed him, and fed and healed up. Plus, he got his regeneration roll from the Necromantic Surge cast on him by him last turn. He moved around the corner. The 2 skeleton archers that were here moved up, and they took shots at the tree, but didn't hit him. They didn't hurt him. They each had 1 shot, remember?
Yeah, he's got deflect and everything.
Yeah, so they shot at him, but they didn't hurt him at all. Next was my draw again. The Grave Horror, who was here, charged into the tree and finished off the tree. But he ended up taking a couple wounds himself. So somebody finally hurt the Grave Horror. Then I got the next draw, which was of course Mondane's unit. The skeleton archer, he was here, he moved up, she moved up. He moved up to here and cast Life Drain at that wounded archer that was in the back corner there. And killed him, and then he got his life back, so really he shouldn't even have that little die on him anymore. So he's back to full, and that was it for that round, because we ran out of guys. We both lost the unit, so that kind of cut that turn short. So we're going into turn 7 again.
Yeah.
So we'll see you guys at the end of turn 7. And more than likely this is going to wrap it up, I'm thinking. End of turn 7 and end of the game. Let's see. we pulled activation. I got the first activation, so we had the Grave Horror, obviously burrow charged Larnak and killed him, and that was that for Larnak. And then it was Phil's turn.
Yeah, I activated Selwyn and her unit, and basically they were in position. They all shot at
The Grave
Horror.
Selwyn hit him once.
Surprisingly, one of the archers hit him twice, and did 1 wound to him because it was damage reduction.
Well, Selwyn hit him once. He has 2 damage reductions, so that left him 1.
And then he hit twice.
And then the other guy hit him twice.
So it did 1 wound total to him.
Right.
So he's at, didn't kill him, and then it went to...
Then it went to me. I activated Ostrix's unit. He ran up to here because that's as far as he can go. I had the 2 skeleton archers move over here, 1 on each side of the statue. They both took shots at Selwyn?
Yeah.
Okay. They both took shots at Selwyn and caused her final wound. And in the defensive fire, she took out both of the skeletons. And with just 2 archers left, Phil decided to call it quits because that's basically what he's got left. 2 archers. Ostrix only down by 1. Mondane's fully up. She's only down by 1, and the Grave Horror still has 2 left. So we're pretty sure we know how this would end up. So we called it a game, and it still went 7 turns, and a long time to play it. But it was definitely fun. The terrain made a big difference this time without having all this stuff in the way. Definitely made you think a lot more than when we played the last game where it was all open. We're going to do something a little different. We're going to give you guys an overview, what we thought of how our forces performed, and then we're going to be doing MVPs, both ourselves and the other guy's team. So, Phil, want to give them an overview? How do you think?
Okay, so the Elves seemed to perform pretty well. The terrain, as tight as it was, kind of limited my archers a little bit, so they weren't quite as effective as the first game. But I was still pretty happy with the couple extra. Mossbeard, I'm not quite sold on. He's pretty tough. He did some damage in there. I kind of sidetracked him away from the battle for a while. I was pretty happy with the owl and everything. Eldrenar performed pretty well. The vampires were tough. That was kind of frustrating to me because they kept getting life back. So I had a lot of trouble with them. I think I should have put casters on them to help out with the damage. Other than that, I was pretty happy with how it went.
Okay, for me, I'm actually pretty happy with the way my army worked out. Since we jumped up to 1,200 points, I said I took out 2 guys, added 2 guys, and with the rest of the points put in the burrowing zombies. The burrowing zombies really helped out a lot. They don't do hellacious amounts of damage, but their tough 4 is just really, really good. That really kept them in the game a lot longer than Phil would have liked. Every time, a couple of those guys, he had to kill him 3 times, and one guy had to kill him 3 times before he finally went down. Mm-hmm. So the burrowing zombies are definitely a good deal. My vampire unit performed really well. They're really good at killing, like, I would say, obviously in his last game you saw they did well against Treebeard. Mossbeard. I keep calling him Treebeard. That's fucking Lord of the Rings.
Well, he is Mossbeard the Tree Man. I get him mixed in too.
But he's Mossbeard, so they're really there to beat on Mossbeard. But they held out pretty well. Obviously Ostrix's still around, but vampirism definitely is a cool thing. The couple buff spells they got helped him out a lot too with the healing and whatnot. So overall, I'm pretty happy with it. It's nice being able to summon extra ghosts, and I actually made my zombie roll with the Graveyard Doctrine. Every time you kill an opponent's guy, you have a 10% chance. I have to roll a 10 on a d10 to get a zombie, and it actually worked out to what, 3 times?
3 or 4.
3 or 4.
4.
And they actually aren't bad troops, to be honest. They still have a tough 2 melee attacks. So they actually helped out a lot too. So it's nice being able to summon more points than you actually have. So I definitely like the Necropolis army for that. MVPs. For myself, I'd have to say for my army it's probably Ostrich. I mean, he's worth every bit of his 88 points with his parry, frenzy, and just his vampirism. Man, he's a real handful to contend with, and he performed really well. Even though he got a couple heals along the way from Mondane and whatnot, but he still really held his own. So I'll have to say Ostrich's my MVP. As far as the Elves go, I would say it would be the Death Seekers. They did really well. I mean, Phil didn't use his Martyr special skill, which was actually an awesome skill, I think, once he explained it to me. But they still held their own with the vampires. I mean, they took out most of the vampires. So I'd have to say the Death Seekers are probably Phil's best guys. What about you, Phil?
Yeah, I thought for Adam's army, it'd be pretty easy to go with Ostrich. He was very annoying and just a beast in melee. I would have to give it to the Grave Horror, though. Again, I think the burrowing, even if he's not killing guys, it's a constant threat on the board. Like, you have to reposition guys. You have to waste spell points at them. You have to, position your troops around your troops to block him, basically. And I think when he does pop out, he's really tough to handle. So that would be mine for Adams. And I would also go with the Death Seekers as well. I think they were a nice addition. And I was lacking melee punch, I thought, before in the last game, and I really think they served that role nicely. Going toe-to-toe with vampires, I don't have any other units that could do that, so that was nice. And they got a lot of defensive kills, so you can't argue with that.
Okay, guys, hope you enjoyed the video. Not sure when we're going to play again, so I'm not going to say anything. Try and pump you guys up for nothing. But not sure what we're going to play again next time we play. We don't know what we're going to play. So it'll be a surprise for you guys whenever I get around to having another battle and posting another video. It won't be too long. Pardon me?
Probably December.
Oh, the mega battle? Yeah, but I don't want to pump it up and then not if things fall through. You don't know if it's going to end up with asshole deep snow or not.
Sure.
So, hope you enjoyed this one. See you guys next time.
See ya.
Thanks for all the subbers. It's really appreciate you guys. That means people actually like to see what I'm doing. So, take it easy. Later.